if you set the boss levels to completed, the next time you load a hub, it just takes you to the hub based on which bosses are dead. So if you set Dragon and Guitar Ghoul to dead and then go into like Cookie Factory and exit level, you'll be popped into the museum hub because it thinks that's where you belong. But the better one is, for example, so I pop into, let me find the, okay, here we go. So I pop into Haunted House. Let me find my little, I put them on the spreadsheet, like which levels are which codes. And there's a couple like weird spots where there's a code missing that I'm assuming was a level that didn't exist anymore or something and causes the game to crash. But for example, right now it says that I'm in E, which is Haunted House, and my previous level is D, which is the theme park hub. So if we set the previous level instead of D to 10, and then we exit level, we should, and maybe I had to set the other one. There's two different previous levels, and I might have set the wrong one. Yeah, I did. Okay, I needed to set the other one as well. So there's one that gets set for like the mystery machine stuff, and I don't know why. But here, let me do this real quick. There's also like a flag that if you set it, it seems like if you set all the bosses as dead and then set the flag, it seems to want to send you straight to the mystery machine outside of MFM2 for whatever odd reason. It's just like, yeah, this is where you belong. All right, so here we go. We'll not screw this up this time. So yeah, my current level is now E, and my previous level is D. But instead, we're gonna set previous level, and we're gonna set the, like, I don't know what or why this value only seems to get set when you're in the mystery machine. Is it 10? Am I doing the right one? Yeah, it's 10 that I want. Okay. Alright, my previous level is now 10. This should work this time. Yeah, okay. Current level loading in is 10 instead of D. Or, you know, for some reason it doesn't seem to work with the hubs all the time with the exit level. But if I set my previous level now to say, I don't know, 12? And then exit, this should take me into Guitar Ghoul. And I can pop back if I want all the way to MFM1 with a nice little 6. So, yeah, we have the ability to level warp. If you memory hack. I mean, if we could find a way to adjust these through anything at all, memory corruption or anything, like, that's some warping we can do. We can also, which one is it? It's the flags for the levels complete. Here, I'll show you this fun. Start fresh file. And then I'm going to set all of the levels to complete. And here we are at MFM2. So yeah. This is fun, and I enjoy fucking with it. Obviously, we don't have the right costumes or anything, but this is a thing that I found the other day and was fucking around with. I hope you appreciate this. I know I certainly do. I also found, actually, I wanted to show you this because I found it earlier. What level do I need? I need Temple? 0B is Temple. Where are we at? Flags, General, previous level, 0B. 0B. Exit level. Let's go to Temple. There's a flag that seems to be for keeping track of if you're dead. maybe? At least in Temple, it keeps track of if you're dead, it seems like. It flips to 1 when you die, and then flips to 0 after the death cutscene ends. If you just lock it to 0, though, and then die, in Temple at least, I guess because it doesn't switch to 1 and switch back, this happens. And even if I unlock it at this point, it just the fact that it didn't flip, it seems to stop all the animation, it stops everything, basically. And I think I can restart it if I... Wait, how did I restart this before? Was it with the... Oh, okay, I think I set it to 1, set it back to 0. Something about that value flipping did a thing. Nope, doesn't like me. I, like, paused last time, but it doesn't want to... Oh, wait, maybe I set it to 1 and then I paused. I got, like, basically in the state that you were in before with the, like, pause menu up, wandering, was what I had done. But apparently it doesn't want to do that at all, even. Nope. Hates me. Yeah, I don't remember how I got it back to a normal state, but I did get it back to a normal state from just, like, trying to pause and messing around with the camera and such. Eventually, it went back to a normal state for me before. Won't do it this time, it seems like. But yeah, fun, random thing I found. I basically have been going through the memory, like, in a nice, organized manner, because I'm like, all the bit flags are right next to each other. So I'm like going through and I'm like, okay, where do I have a spot where I am missing a flag, you know? Like, I'm like, all right, is there a spot where I have 2 flags and there's supposed to, like, there's something in the middle and I don't know what that something is, because now I'm going to pay attention to it. I also found the, there's a counter. I had a counter for how many food items you had turned into Shaggy so far, before he would give you a medal. And now I have one for, any of these? Here we go, this'll work. So there's a counter for how many food items you have given him towards a medal. And then there's a new counter, which I didn't know what it was, and then I figured it out. It's how many more you need to give him to get a medal. So if you lock that to 1 and just give yourself, like, I don't know, 20 bananas, it does set your health higher than, it lets you set your health higher than max for some reason, even though setting it programmatically higher than max sometimes breaks the game. But now it only takes 1 foodstuff to get a new medal. And it just stays at 1 because I have it locked at 1. He does stop showing you the animation after you hit, I think, 15. But your max health goes up. I'm at 23 max health, apparently. So, that's a thing. Oh. But yeah, in my quest to try and figure out what's going on with Noah's thing, I'm trying to find as many more flags as possible and make sense of them, because then I can hopefully just flip certain flags and see what happens, kind of thing. Same thing with, like, I'm trying to find a way to actually behead the dragon or get myself in that state that I was in, because I cannot seem to recreate it. So I'm just fucking around with flags to see if I can figure out, you know, oh, there we go, now it'll, so if you take damage with 20-something health, then it all just crashes. But yeah, I'm slowly working through things. I also have the monster profiles now. So those are fully done. I can trigger the pictures, and I can also trigger the profiles themselves. The profiles themselves are just whether or not you've collected the trap piece. So if I do that, suddenly I have trap pieces everywhere. Whoa, 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 wait. That, like, showed Zentuo, I think. That was odd. Did that show Zentuo and then take him away? I confused the fuck out of this game, I think. And then, yeah, the last one. There we go. But yeah, I can just give myself those. I can also take away their portraits. And then they come back, but... finding more and more things. Trying to document them all. So that we have, hopefully, useful stuff to figure out how things are working. Because I'm just lost going through Ghidra. Like, it's better than what I was going through, and I pulled the debug symbols in, too, which makes it even a little bit clearer, but it's still hard. Like, I wish Dolphin's supposed to be able to let you, like, code trace and such, but it doesn't seem to map up to the memory well. I just need a way to be like, show me where in the code this memory address is referenced, and I would be a happy person. I'd be able to tie this all back to a lot of things. Yeah, I got the debug text up. For some stuff too. There's debug symbols in this game. That is 100% the case, and I pulled those in Ghidra, which makes it a little bit clearer, but it's still assembly, and assembly still sucks. But as I said, if I had the ability to map it back to memory, we'd be in big business. If we can find a way to connect a known memory address that does not change, which we have plenty of those, to where in code it's called, I could start really, really tearing apart, like, how this game works and how certain bugs work and things like that. Like, I have the flags for doing the launches, too. I have the flag that triggers when you grab the edge and the flag that triggers when you bounce on the trampoline. So if I have those two, I can look at the code that relates to why we get yeeted, but I just can't trace it back to the code so far. I haven't been able to. So as soon as we can figure that out, we are in big business for figuring a lot of things out, probably very quickly. Yeah. As I said, all I need is a way, and it might just be that I'm not as familiar with it for reverse engineering, but maybe I'll put a thing in the chat for it. But if anybody can figure out how to connect code that we get out of Ghidra, or even out of the debugger in Dolphin, because there is like a debugger that'll show you the code. But if we can connect the code to the memory, we're in business. Or if we can find a way to, like, tell it to, like, pause the running code as soon as it updates a memory address so I can look at exactly where it is in code, we're in big business. So, just any way of mapping those two together would be absolutely invaluable. But yeah, I think I'm probably done playing around with these. Okay, sounds good. I'm done playing around with these because I've been collecting food, and the food takes forever. The traps I can at least just guess because they were all on one frickin' bite, so I could be like, oh, the next one's the next one down, and guess and check. And for the food, I can't. I actually have to go through and, like, collect them. I was like, I'm gonna set up a 100% file to try and see if it messes with Noah's thing, then I'm gonna just map them all out as I go. But, yeah, hopefully tomorrow well, maybe not tomorrow, tomorrow's Monday. At some point soon, I'll go through and finish up the foods, and we'll be good there. I also got flags for whether clues are turned in. So there's 3 flags related to clues. There is a whether you've collected the clue, whether you have the clue currently on you, and whether that clue has been turned into Velma, aka whether the light bulb lights up and the thing goes off. But those are all 3 separate flags, which is fun and interesting. I don't know if there's any more that I'm not aware of, but